Pat, I need this hot take. I
You
need you to
want
get
it?
to. I do want it because yeah, get the bucket hat because
Okay.
I saw it in there and I don't like you taking away my happiness. So I need
Yeah.
to know why you're doing so.
This is coming from after the U.S. men's national team beat Panama. They were lost to Panama
In soccer.
2-0 in soccer. They were celebrating with champagne in the locker room after this loss because they did qualify for the World Cup. They're second in the CONCACAF qualifying group. And everyone's just so excited they're going to the World Cup. And they were so excited after losing about going to the World Cup that they had to have champagne bottles in the locker room. I don't like that mentality. I don't think that you should ever be celebrating after a loss. And I don't think you should be celebrating getting second place in your group that you should have clearly dominated, especially when Canada's best player was hurt for half of the qualifications. And we were really putting our best team out there for most qualifying games. I compare it to like if Duke would have went into after UNC beat Duke in the ACC tournament. That's like Duke going to the locker room and spraying champagne because they're going to the March Madness tournament either way. That's not okay with me. If you lose, you're sad, put your head down, go in the showers, get on the bus, fly home.
I'm kind of with you. I took it as like you guys shouldn't be excited because this USA team is going to get dusted as soon as they get to Qatar. That's what I took it as.
That might happen.
Hey, Ryan,
Well,
what are
okay.
you doing? What are you doing?
Guys, we're in the group with England. I'm a little worried.
I'm not
know
worried
Baylor
about
was
three
another country.
lions. Get out of here. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think the team's pretty good. I think the team should make it out of that group. Average age is 23. I think the mentality is sometimes still not there. I think Pulisic, as good as he is like kind of a hothead sometimes, and I feel like they need that maturity on the field to like calm down, stay calm, focus on the game. So that from that aspect, I think that they could, especially in a game like England when there's going to be a lot of emotions. I don't know if they'll be able to keep those emotions down, but overall, they should be able to make it out of that group and kind of go from there.
Pat, doesn't Germany have a really tough game? The first
We
one?
have Spain and Japan. Japan's notably always pretty good in tournament play. Spain's obviously a good team, and then they are going to play either New Zealand or Costa Rica. And if it's Costa Rica, that they're not a bad team either. But we did beat them in 4-1 in 2006 in our opening game. Philip Lahm scored a goal from the outside the 18. It was incredible. But
so
not to get too much into German stuff.
Yeah, we'll get into the nuts and bolts in November, right?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I love to hear that. That World Cup's going to be in the thick of football season, and I can't wait for us to break down some World Cup when OU's going to play Baylor.
In championship November.
In championship November, we're going World
December.
Cup.
Did they move it to November?
I think it starts in mid to early November, but really like we're going to have some crazy days of where it's going to be like World Cup game, like England plays USA one day and the next day is championship weekend, and like every conference has their championship weekend. So it's going to be like really crazy. Cool.
It starts Monday, November 21st and goes through Sunday, December 18th.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. So it's November 24th is Thanksgiving. November 25th is USA versus England. November 26th is college football rivalry weekend. So we're in a
that is the most American weekend.
That's going to be a pretty sick weekend, actually.
Yeah.
I'll enjoy that.
We got the Revolutionary War and some college football.
That'll be pretty
man.
Except I don't think OU plays OSU that weekend. I think that's Texas Tech. I think
you might be right.
Because they moved OSU earlier. I think a week earlier.
Could be
of Big 12 championship stuff.
All right, Pat. So I think you're hot. I think it was a hot take. It didn't go the way I thought you were going to go with it, but I do think it is a hot take because of what the team went through in the past for not qualifying in the previous World Cup and the disappointment that they all had for not qualifying. I think they were just celebrating the fact that they made it to this point after all the hard work, whether they underperformed or not. I think they're just excited about it. So I think that was a hot take.
Average age is 23. It's a bunch of kids. Let them be happy.
It's fair.
Yeah. And I mean, how long, Patrick, you would know this. Has it been 8 years or 12 years since the USA has been in the World Cup?
Technically, it will be 8.
8. That's a pretty big deal, I think. Like 8 years, that's a long time.
It
you
is.
guys want to
But-
know something funny? I was the rush chair the last time USA was in the World Cup, and we had like a rush party watching Team USA in the cottages at Norman. It was pretty sick. That's just something I remember.
I do remember it was 2014 and I was in Spain. I remember that.
That's
in that
right.
summer, and Spain lost the first, like in the group stage, and everyone was devastated because they were coming off like the 2010 World
Yep.
Cup win. And then everyone started rallying around America, which I don't know why, because I thought everybody hated us, but people got behind us until we lost.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Go
I
ahead,
was
Mark.
I was in Italy at the same time that Ryan was in Spain, and I think it was Italy and England that were playing, or someone like that. England and Ireland, maybe someone. And it was wild, guys. It was wild. The bar was fine. The bar wasn't that big of a deal, but then whoever won the match, the streets were full of people, and I saw him flip a car, like in
Dude.
happiness.
Crazy.
I'll never get that. I'll
That's-
never get that.
It's like us
Patrick-
burning couches.
Yeah.
It's like they flip cars.